What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Chloe here, and for today's video I will be creating a dress out of money. Yeah, you heard that right, a dress out of money. I am so excited. I am creating this dress for my birthday photo shoot. I will be turning 25 this year, unfortunately. Turning 25, but I will forever feel 21. But I'm so excited to create this. This is my first fashion DIY video here on my channel, if I am not mistaken. If you did not know, I make clothes. I love designing and creating clothes. Usually I will sew it by hand, but for today's video, we're gonna be doing some gluing, and hopefully it turns out good because I have never done anything like this. So fingers crossed that it comes out good. So before we get started, make sure to go ahead and comment down below what is a material or item that you guys would like for me to use and create something out of it. Leave it down below because who knows, I might create it. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. We are so close to 100 subscribers and I really want to hit 100 subscribers this year. If you did not know, I will be doing a giveaway when I hit 100 subscribers, so please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Also, if you want to check out any of the videos or pictures of the dress, make sure to go ahead and check the description. I always have my social media linked down below, so you guys can go ahead and find me over there. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So for materials, you're going to need a corset top. You're also going to need some E6000 glue, 4-way stretch green fabric, some play money, and some sew on gems. So before we get started, I wanted to show you guys the sketch of the dress that I will be making today so that you guys can kind of get an idea of the look we're going for. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my green corset and take some of the fake money and plan out where I want it to go on the corset. Once you have that done, you're gonna take your E6000 glue and you're just gonna go ahead and cover the entire corset with the money. So I went ahead and I finished gluing all of the money to the corset. Another thing that I did that you might want to do is I went ahead and I took a padded bra and I just went ahead and hot glued it to the top of the corset. As you guys can see right here, I just felt like it needed a little bit more of a dimension and it was a little too flat for me and I wanted a little bit more. So something that I highly recommend is once you've glued on all the money, try it on, make sure to put on the corset and tighten it to where you need it to be tightened. The money will rip, but you want that. You're gonna go ahead and glue down all your money like I said before. Then you're gonna put it on, and once you have it on, you're gonna take some hot glue and you're gonna take some of the fake money and kind of cover up some of the rips and gaps, and that's gonna give you this look where the money just doesn't feel planned out. So I highly recommend for you guys to do that. It almost turns into a shell once you do that because it's custom to your body, but I highly recommend for you guys to go ahead and do that. But I think it came out amazing. So for now, we're just gonna go ahead and put this off to the side and we're gonna go ahead and work on our skirt. So I'm gonna take this green fabric and some green thread and make my skirt. Another option that you have is to use a skirt that you already own. Either way, I would highly recommend for both skirts, either the one you're making or the one that you own, for them to have a zipper, only because we will be gluing down the fake money to the skirt and we will lose some of the stretch. But I am just gonna go ahead and take this and make this skirt just like that. The skirt is made and it is ready to go. Now, the only thing that I didn't do to my skirt was sew in the zipper or the back part of the skirt just yet. only because I am gonna be opening it flat to glue down the money. As you guys can see here, I just safety pinned it like that so you guys can kind of get an idea of what the skirt is gonna look like once it is finished. But this is basically what I am doing to my skirt. I am just opening it like this. So if you are making your skirt, I would recommend for you to do this. If your skirt is already made, then I would just highly recommend for you to try it on every now and then, every time you glue down the money. That way you can make sure it's not getting too tight. But basically now I'm just gonna take my fake money, and you are going to go ahead and just cut some little strips like this. You're not gonna want to go all the way through, just somehow, but once you've done that a couple of times, like you can see here, I went ahead and I did it to multiple bills. You're just going to take them and kind of plan out where you want to put them. So you are going to want to overlap the money like this. That way you can get a more full coverage and you won't see the skirt peeking through. I am going to go ahead and do 4 rows going up, but you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever pattern you want. I'm choosing to do it like this. Another thing that I'm choosing to do is I'm going to sew my skirt to the top, so I am gonna leave a 1/2 inch at the very top untouched. That way I can go ahead and sew it to my top. As you guys can see like this, you can do whatever you want. You can choose not to and just leave it as a skirt and a top. Another thing you're gonna want to do is not put any glue on the seam, but once you have that done, you're just gonna take your fake money and start gluing. So my skirt is finished, you guys. As you guys can see, this is what it looks like. I am really happy with how it looks. It looks super amazing. I also went ahead and I overlapped and kind of just made it to where it looked more of a full coverage. I also took some of these small pieces and I went ahead and I just kind of added them in the little gaps at the very top and everywhere else, just to kind of give it a more full coverage look. Because let me tell you, I tried it on and there were a lot of gaps, so I would highly recommend for you guys to try it on. So I went ahead and I pinned the skirt to the corset top. As you guys can see here, I also went ahead and I added my zipper and I also closed the back shut. Now what I'm gonna do is take some of the leftover fake money, and you see these gaps, I'm just gonna go ahead and close them up with some of these fake money so it can look a little bit more full. But as you guys can see here, I just went ahead and I pinned down the skirt to the corset top, and I'm just gonna go ahead and sew that up. So I have gone ahead and sewed the skirt to the top, and this is what the skirt looks like. As you guys can see here, I'm showing you where I added some of the extra pieces of money to make it a little bit more full coverage. In the future, I would highly recommend for you guys to try it on and just keep adding more money. The more the better, because you want the skirt to look full and you do not want any of the fabric to be shown. But this is basically what the skirt looks like. I am really happy with how it looks, and it is now a dress, so this is what the dress looks like, I guess. But I am super excited. And now we're gonna go ahead and add the gems. I'm also going to be taking these earrings that I found and I will be gluing them to this part of the corset. I just think it's gonna add a little bit more of a look. I'm also gonna be taking some of the sew on gems, and as you guys can see, there are many different sizes, which I am very happy about. In the future, I would recommend to buy 2 bags instead of 1, but I am basically going to plan out where I want all of my gems to go. I kind of want to gather them more in the middle and then have them spurt out. That way it gives you kind of like an explosion of gems, if you will, because that's kind of the vibe that I'm going for. But I'm just taking all these gems and I am planning out where I want them to go. Again, I am just going to take my E6000 glue. You guys, it looks dead as hell, but I promise you it is getting the job done. I'm going to take my gems and I'm going to go ahead and start gluing all of these beauties. And I will be right back to show you guys what it looks like. I am so excited. So I have finished gluing on the earrings and the gems. I wish I had more gems because I would definitely add more. I think it looks amazing. I am so happy with how it turned out and I cannot wait to see what it looks like on. Make sure to go ahead and stay till the end. I will be modeling, giving you a little moment. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, stay beautiful.
Waste what's left, and